Alright. I'm completely beat. It's like 3 hours later. So I finished with the tubing, and I've got legitimately more than half left. And that's where I ended up. And this actually isn't supposed to be touching, but this thing, I don't know, I may just need to leave something in between that fitting in the back of the card. It's not a bunch of pressure. These cables are just a huge pain in my ass. They've got weight that they don't need to be putting on stuff. It's just stupid. I'm super happy with the way it turned out. This stuff is like, oh, I love this stuff, honestly. Never used it before. I used legit these vintage like garden shears. I got down to a super good rhythm, like that wasn't cutting it yet, but from this position it was cutting on the third one. 1, 2, cut. And I was getting super clean cuts. I got some pretty shitty cuts as well, you know. One thing I realized, learned, is that it really matters what angle you cut these on, and I couldn't get a clean one in any unique angle. Every time I tried to do a unique angle to accommodate something like this, it seemed like you actually wanted to have more at the bottom, you know. Similar with this one, you know, you can't see it, but this doesn't go, I guess the underside stops a little bit early or something, but it clears the it certainly clears the barb inside, and it certainly gets caught. So the ring on the inside of these things is all the way back here, and the longer you screw it, it just sucks everything up. This is such a great design. These compression fittings, it appears to leave at least a little room for air, so you don't have to have it flush up against. I mean, let's see, this was my first go at this one, and I didn't have the distance to get down there. It took a little guess and test. Basically, you cut towards the end. I did this one. No, I did this one first, and then this one, and then this one, and then this guy. And by this guy, I kind of just realized, like, alright, I'm going to give myself 2 inches extra on this cut when I was cutting it from the roll. I put in one end, I pulled it down, I actually connected one end like this, so, you know, 8 feet was on the other end of it. You know, I threaded it up through here first, off of it, and connected it, and then just kind of measured with my eye where I kind of wanted it to go, and I just pushed back, you know, 2 inches, and I don't know if you can see, like this S curve is not just, it's not leaning. Previously, this wasn't touching at all. Like, I'm not quite sure what's going on, but this was free floating. I don't care at this point, nothing's getting damaged, but yeah, I guess this is when it matters that this just turns freely. If it didn't, then it'd be a little different. I'm just nitpicking. One thing I do know is that this bend put a lot of pressure on this. You can see it, it's fine right here, but the back plate doesn't matter. In my opinion, it's not doing anything at all. If I saw similar bowing, if I saw it flared out along, it's super hard to see, but you can see the circuit board in there, and if I saw bowing in there, or if something wasn't, these little heating pads weren't getting contacted or similar, that would for sure be an issue, but I'm not seeing that anywhere. So I'm really not worried about it. I think it's legitimately just the back plate. So if I unscrew this, it really wants to come forward, just based off of this tension. So this is wrenched down, it's going to stay wrenched down, and when I remove it, I'm going to have my other hand right here pushing towards the case to stop it from pushing out. Don't really know how to manage this riser, but I'm just trying to keep it as easy as possible for all parts that are related. What was I going to say? There's not much room at all underneath here. Like I didn't want a hard angle on that PCI cable right there where it joins the case. So I think that's okay. We'll see when it boots. It booted once, but that was before I moved it out to the next slot, did all that shit. I don't know, I gotta pass out. My fingers are super sore. And it's it's after 3, it's 3:15 a.m. So I'm gonna take a power nap. I'm gonna try and grind through this whole thing tomorrow. Some other stuff of note. I don't know, like I screwed up the orientation of the fans, and I'm realizing my priority should actually be to centralize the cables. See, this one's top left, this one's top left, this one's top left, and like a proper dumbass, this one's bottom right. I already kind of threaded it through the back just to get a sense of what I need to do for my fan splitter, but yeah, I'm gonna have to rotate that. And basically, assuming these are perfectly 120 and rotating them won't change my ability to mount them using these very particular screws, then it should be okay to rotate and prioritize these cables so that they're as central as possible. Top left, bottom, sorry. This one should be coming out of the top left of it, this one should be coming out of the top left, this one bottom right, rather bottom left. Bottom left. And then this guy will just go as central as possible. I actually like this. I'm going to leave this ugly as hell because I'm going to close it and be done with it. I can't wait. Anyway, I did it. It's working. It could all still go to shit. Maybe the pump won't work. Maybe leaks will make everything explode. But super bright scratch on the... Okay. Great. Probably from my watch. God damn it. Maybe that'll come off. Who knows? And this thing, I was told I can just get a cable, what's it called? EPS 4-pin extension. This is actually a 2x2, rather a 4x2. So there's 2 of these, and I only need one of them. So I'm told I can just get a 4-pin EPS extension, and that'll just be one of these. Yep. Alright, so tomorrow, theoretically, I'm going to be doing a bunch. Holy shit. I'll leave it for tomorrow.